Hey everybody. This is an explanation of just a couple of things that I forgot to mention in other videos and or some recent happenings. Um, I deleted the disability rant video about things going on in Portland, Oregon because it was brought to my attention by one of my best friends, Erica, that there might have been too much information about my family in that video, and I did rewatch it, and I do, um, yeah. So I was uncomfortable with how much information was how much personal information was in that video. So I took it down, but that doesn't change my feelings about the situation. If you don't know what what was going on, apparently I heard about this on Tumblr. One of my friends reblogged a post that said that there's a hate group in Portland, Oregon, that's targeting disabled people in neighborhoods and saying that things like there's, like 10 or 12 people living in this neighborhood who receive benefits and are also voters, so we're going to call those people out because apparently, according to this hate group, it's shameful to receive benefits. It's shameful to receive SSI or disability or any of that. So these people are sending threatening notices, posting threatening notices in, excuse me, scoot up a little bit, posting threatening notices in neighborhoods in Portland, Oregon, saying that they will expose people who are disabled and receive benefits, and then that the community can decide who's disabled. As if that's valid. Like, okay, this might end up being another rant video. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just talking about this again to try to re-explain it to people who may not have seen that other video that was deleted. Um, ugh, yeah, this is gonna end up being another rant video. So, um, yeah, it's for people who don't know, or for people who have the luxury to be able-bodied. It's very demeaning to have to apply for benefits, not to have to apply, but to go through that process, I guess. Because the initial application is just paperwork. You just tell, the government in your state or in your area what is physically wrong with you, that physically or mentally, or the nature of your disability, basically. So the initial part is just paperwork, but the overall process is very demeaning because then you have to prove that your body doesn't work, or that your brain doesn't process things like other people's brains process things. And it's like you have to, it's like trying to ask somebody to prove that they're human, to ask someone to prove that they're disabled. It's just very demeaning. I mean, I understand why it has to be done, but it's a demeaning process for the patient. And so it's this Portland, Oregon hate group just really, really irritates me because I don't know a single disabled person who's receiving food stamps or SSI or in any kind of subsidized housing that doesn't wish that they could work. I don't know, and I don't know why my webcam is skipping either. I'm sorry about that. But I don't know a single person who is disabled who, is like just kicking back, sipping pina colada, just collecting their check for doing nothing. We're sick people. Like, I can't walk without a walker. I can't. My migraines knock me out for days. Like, that's not fun. Not being able to walk is not fun at all. Like, these people apparently, or people in general, because I've encountered people in my life before who had this attitude, like all of us just sat back and didn't do anything and just collected our government benefits. First of all, if you're disabled and you can't work, that's your right. That's why that's there. Secondly, if anybody has that attitude, let me set you straight. Okay, it's not fun having to depend on someone else for your income and for your livelihood. I am in school right now, or trying to get back into school, to get a psychology degree, because I don't want to be on government assistance. I don't want to be at the mercy of the government for the rest of my life just because I was born differently than some of my friends. Just because I ended up with the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck before I was ever born. How is that ever my fault? And those people who try to make disabled people feel guilty or feel bad because some of us collect benefits. Look, I wish that I could do things differently. I wish that my disability wasn't permanent. I wish that there's all kinds of things that I wish were different. But they're not. And it's my right to collect SSI, because I can't go down the street and apply at Burger King. I spasm. I would burn myself. Exactly my point. Thank you, buddy. Like, so, people who have that attitude just irritate me. And for those of you who are disabled out there, who have maybe encountered these people, I know it sounds cliche to say ignore it, because it's just wrong, but don't let it affect how you feel about yourself. And I really hope that this hate group who's doing this, and I will put a link in the thingamajig down there, I really hope that this hate group who's doing this, I really hope they're caught and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law in Oregon, because that is a hate crime. And I saw one of the flyers, because the link in the post was to a news article, and I'll put that down in the thingamajig too. I really hope that there were God, why can't I think? Oh my gosh. There were undertones of violence in the flyers, at least in the flyer that was pictured for the article, for the news website that I found the article at. So, I'll put that in the description, and I hope that these people are prosecuted and jailed as soon as possible, because this is wrong. And those of you who are disabled out there, don't let anybody try to make you feel like you don't deserve whatever benefits you get. Because I don't care how you ended up disabled. I don't care if it was a car wreck, or, even if it was a decision on your part that ultimately landed you on crutches or in a chair or whatever. It doesn't make your disability your fault. And it doesn't make you any less entitled to whatever benefits you get. So, just everybody keep an open mind and make sure that you're kind, because you never know. You might just be seconds away from getting hit by a car yourself and landing in a wheelchair. You don't know. So don't judge disabled people. Don't judge people, period, because you never know when you're going to end up in the situation you're judging them for being in yourself. Alright, that's a much nicer, much calmer stint on this situation, or take on this situation. How did I say stint? I don't know. But also another thing I wanted to say is the Disney giveaway that I had talked about in a previous video. That's not going to happen, and that's not going to happen because I decided to give away the stuff to people that I already knew. So, alright, I'm sorry for anybody who was looking forward to that. But I promise one of these days I will do a Disney giveaway, because God knows I have so much stuff. And I don't know if it'll be from my personal collection or if I'll just go out and get, Disney stuff. Various places for Disney collectors I know on Tumblr. I don't know. So, if you're interested in a Disney giveaway, put comments down below and let me know what types of things you would like me to keep in mind for a possible giveaway later on, because eventually I will do one. Alright, bye everybody. See you later.